Well, about time I did a backstory in my opinion. Hey everybody, it's the Animator here, and this is a backstory video. I will be doing more of these, so let me know which character you want me to do next. I wanted to talk about my character Non first because she was actually my first ever character. She used to be my imaginary friend, but then, I gave her an upgrade. And, yeah, now she's a character. I didn't want her to be left. I didn't want her to be forgotten, so I just thought, I could turn her into a really cool character, and I think she is. In these kinds of backstory videos, I'll be explaining first the normal universe they're in, and then the dark side universe, and then the horror universe. And we're gonna start out with the normal universe. Yeah. Not ripping you off, Scootaloo Loves Sands! Do you see this? I'm not ripping you off! What is wrong with me? Anyway, she looks like a happy character, which she is. She's a pretty sweet character. She's a pretty nice character. But she kind of has a really sad past. And this applies to all of the AUs, but this one I'm going to talk about, this applies to all of the AUs, but right now we're just focusing on this one, which is the normal universe. She is an angel. Her power form is an angel. My characters have, these power forms that's, when they get, triggered, when, they have a super strong emotion, like fear, or anger, or sadness, or, burning rage. It's usually burning rage. Or, complete despair. They're super powerful and they're kind of scary. Anyway, her power form is an angel. And, she doesn't always have her halo and wings out. She does have a bandana around her neck. I'm not ripping off Sheila's animations, I swear. If any of you say that to me, I swear to God, I'm gonna snap somebody's neck. I'm just kidding. Sometimes she does have, glowing white eyes when she's in her power form, but that's only if she's, really pissed off. Anyways, one thing that's, now you might be saying, oh my god, that's so overpowered. Well, if you think that's overpowered, you want to hear something else? She can't die. And now you're probably thinking, what? And it's yeah, she can't die in any of the AUs. And I know, that sounds extremely overpowered, and according to my friend channel, Constructive Criticism,
she is way too overpowered. And that's boring.
However, there is a downside to this. Or, there's an exception to this. For one, because she's an angel in this in any of the AUs, this applies to all of them, she can't directly kill people. She can't kill people directly. But it's if you're human and the world that they live in, a pure human, and you are about to die, you will see her before you die. And this applies to all of the AUs. You will see her before you die. And also, in your last dying breath, she'll take you somewhere. It's in the normal AU, which is the one I'm drawing right now, if you see her and you're about to die, you're gonna go to heaven. She's gonna take you to heaven. She's gonna put you in heaven. If you see her in the dark side AU, you'll see you're going to hell. If you see her in the dark side AU, you're going to hell. And if you're in the horror AU and you see her, you're going into a pie. She won't kill you, but again, when you die, she will be there. And, well, usually, if you see her before you die, it means you're probably gonna die a brutal death. Anyway, it's like, the reason why she can't die is because, well, it's not because she's a goddess or anything. I mean, I know I made her an angel, but, like, it's not like she's a goddess. And I know what you're thinking. Well, if she's not a goddess, then how is she murdered or something? She's dead. Yeah, she died. And she was reincarnated as, like, a guardian / spirit from, depending on how she died. I'll explain those in the other backstory videos. But, yeah. In all of the universes, she committed suicide. But all with slightly different context around it. So, basically, the normal version, she was born in a family that had a lot of children. Like, there were a lot of siblings, and eventually it got to the point where the mother and father were just like, okay, you know what? We have to pass off some of these kids to our other family members because we can't handle all of them, and we don't want them to die, so we don't want them to die, so we're gonna pass them off to other family members. And yeah, this is actually part of her original backstory, like when she was my imaginary friend. She was sent off by her parents, because there was too many children, to go and live with her grandparents with a few of her siblings. Anyway, the world... never mind. Actually, I'll explain the world that they live in a little bit later. But basically, anything that's, like, not pure human or is, like anthropomorphized animal or, like, part human, part animal, anything like that, it's basically, you're doomed. That's it, you're doomed. They're gonna kill you. It's brutal. Back to how she died. Her and the family that she was being with, like, her grandparents and a few of her younger siblings, like somehow, I'm still working on it, but, like, basically they got into a situation where, like, her family was in danger and she sacrificed herself and blah blah blah, and like this happened when she was 12. Like, when you're 12 and you do that, that's, like, so brutal. Anyway, like, she got reincarnated. Oh yeah, there's reincarnation in this universe. And there's also heaven and hell. I'm not a religious person in any way, but I thought I'd incorporate that into this world, because, like, That's cool stuff in my opinion. Anyway, she got reincarnated as like a guardian angel so that she wouldn't have to die in order to save her friends. Like, she could save them without dying, and also she could protect them whenever they needed saving. Speaking of her friends, she's actually Aurora's best friend. Like, my main OC Aurora, you know, the one with the purple hair. Yeah. Basically, she was walking around one day when she was reincarnated. Like, also when she was reincarnated, I might want to mention that she was given, like, a bunch of knowledge. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why that is. But maybe it would just be better. I just thought to myself, maybe it's just better if I make her know everything. Because, yeah. I don't know. I'll explain it. Actually, I don't know if I'll explain it. I'm not very good at explaining things, if you haven't noticed. But, anyway, she was walking around and, like, putting her hood up, and, so that, like, humans wouldn't see her. And she found Aurora and Jay, who's her little brother, in a bush. And Aurora and Jay are brother and sister. I don't know if you knew that. And basically, she was like, "Oh my god, what are you doing in this bush?" And Aurora was just like, "I don't know why we're in this bush, but, like, hello there." And also, but before that happened, she's just like, "Are you gonna kill me?" And Nan's like, "Why would I do that?" And Aurora, being like the innocent little child, she's like, "Don't humans want to kill people like me?" And then Nan is just like, she thinks it's hysterical because Aurora thinks that she is a human when in fact she could not be less human. Like, her appearance could not be less human. And basically, Aurora told Nan that her and Jay's parents, like, or two people, as she describes it, puts her and Jay in a bush and then ran off. And then they heard an explosion. And Nan gets really sad because, like, her family nearly died in an explosion. Yeah, her family nearly died in an explosion. But also, like, she's just like, "Oh no, these kids are orphans and they don't even know it." And instead of telling her that, what she says is a little bit creepy. She's like, "I can take you over to my place," which their place in that universe is just like a campsite for kids. It's like, yeah. It's like an abandoned campsite for kids because, like, nobody goes there anymore. And, Nan, one day she found that place and she's like, "I'll just stay here and live here." And, like, that's basically where they live. It's like a camp. It's like there's cabins and stuff, and, like, that's pretty much it for, like, the backstory part of it. They also find, like, other people, or like my other characters later on, like Nana and Aurora find the other characters. Like, they're a lot younger. A lot of them are younger than them. Like, by a lot. Like, they find Casper and Wayne together in a bush. For some reason. Anyway, basically, that's it for her backstory. Now, time to explain her powers! Yay! Some cool things about her. Like I mentioned earlier, she's an angel. Like, her power form is an angel. Like, she can summon her wings and halo at will. But, like... Well, I mean, she can summon her wings. Like, at will. Without her needing to be in her power form. It's kind of like Aurora. She can summon her wings. Like, they don't always have them out. Like, sometimes she'll just have, like, a regular back. And sometimes she'll, like, sprout wings. Woo! Anyway, that's one of her powers. Another power that she has, is to, like, see into people's pasts. And she can also determine if they are going to hell or if they're going to heaven. Like, she can, like, look into your past and see if you've been a good person or not. So that's cool. She can also look back into, like, your ancestry or, like, your parentage. So, I guess that's cool, too. Okay, what's another thing she can do? She can cook. She can cook she's super good at cooking. Like, you may have seen that in, like, the pastel gore map part. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Anyway, like, she's just, like, a really helpful character. She's, like, she's really nice. She's not very violent. Basically, she's sort of like a teacher to her friends, but also, like, an actual friend. And also, she will never, like, get a boyfriend. And no, it's not because she's lesbian. She's, like, it's because, she's sort of like Artemis in a way. It's like, no, I'll always be a single lady. Okay, I think you get it. So, yeah. Yeah, like, my character Wayne, who's maybe about, like, maybe 6 years younger than her, like, when he was really, really tiny, and, like, maybe about 4, he had a crush on her, because, like, I don't know why, but I always find it, like, hilarious whenever there's, like, a little kid with, like, a crush on, like, an older person who's never gonna date him. Like, I'm not influencing pedophilia in any sort of way. I just want to make that clear. I'm not influencing pedophilia in any sort of way. It's just like, you know how when you're, like, a little kid and you have, like, a crush on an adult, or like a grown, or like an older person, it's like, but it's like, oh my god. I don't know. Like, I'm very bad at explaining stuff. Please don't demonetize this video, okay? Please. Like, please, please, please do not demonetize me. It's like one of those little kid crushes that you get over in like a month. And yeah. Yeah, what's one other thing about her? Let's see. Oh, in her living, like when she was alive and not like a reincarnation, she learned like a lot of stuff under this other character I have, who's called Master Lotus. All I'm gonna tell you about him is that he's basically the axolotl version of Yoda. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Except he's a little bit more lazy. And only 400 years old. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like, since, like, she is a spirit, but like, she does have like actual matter, like, it's like she is a, like you'd be able to tap her shoulder and like you wouldn't pass through her or anything. Like, she like actually has mass to her. But yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm sorry if this was boring or like super confusing or hard to keep track of. I'm very bad at explaining stuff. Like, insanely bad. But anyway, yeah. That was it for this video. I will be doing, like, the next 2 videos will be on her and explaining her other AUs. So, yep, that's gonna be fun. Bye.